Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, you came for the latest episode of My Crazy Plant Life. Okay, all right, sit tight. We're going to start right now. Hello, and welcome back to My Crazy Plant Life, where I am taking you on this crazy plant journey that I have going on right now. It's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. What is this, my 7th episode? So we've covered a few things. You've seen a lot of unboxings, and we've talked about a lot of stuff. And let's talk about some more. The first thing we're going to talk about is this frosty one right here. Yes, this is the one and only Pola Frost. Love her to pieces. It's been too long since I've seen her. If you live in the area and you have not seen a Pola Frost show, please do yourself a favor and check out Pola Frost when I don't know if she's doing live shows right now. I haven't seen too much being posted, but hopefully she is, because she's great. She's hilarious, she's funny, and she always has some kind of big blue wig, because she's frosty like that. But we just love Pola. Pola will have you laughing and having a good time. And Pola, if you're watching, I miss you. I love you. Can't wait to see you again soon. But yes, check her out. Pola Frost, just like it sounds. Pola Frost. Check her out. You won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed at all. But let's get into this planty stuff. So it's going to be a two-part type of deal, or I'm going to have to take a pause. I'll throw some pictures in there and stuff for what I'm going to do. I know last week I had told you that I want to repot and divide and repot one of my orchids. Well, she's sitting here next to me. I'm hoping that I can get her into the picture, because she's kind of big. She's a big girl. This is her. Yes, this is... I told you she was big. I wasn't lying. She is a big girl. Oh, and I'm seeing a whole lot of roots coming out. Oh yeah, we need to repot you and divide you. So this is... Let me put you down, because you see it's in a purple pot. Yes, come on, purple. You know how I do. This is my Oncidium Sharry baby. This is, I've had this orchid, actually this is my longest, the orchid that I've had the longest amount of time. When I got her, she's just in a little pot, just a little itty bitty pot, probably no bigger than 4 or 5 inch pot. And then she's just taken off and grown, and she hasn't flowered in a couple of years. So I'm hoping that dividing her up and getting her repotted and everything will get her to flower. There's lots of new growth happening right now, which I'm happy to see. So I think I can probably get about 4 or 5 individual plants out of this. So I'm probably going to keep a couple. I may end up selling a couple. So if you're watching this and you're local and you don't have any Sharry babies, hit me up. I might be able to work something out with you. But the Sharry baby, they call it the chocolate orchid. And why they call it the chocolate orchid is because the flowers smell just like chocolate. It smells so good. I remember the last time that it bloomed for me, I would just walk in the room and smell chocolate, and it was amazing. So I love this plant. Can't wait till it blooms. It'll be nice to have here in the plant room. Maybe I'll put them in a couple of different spots. That way the aroma will hit me from multiple different directions. But that's what I'm going to do today. And because this will be my first time dividing up an orchid, I'm not going to film that, but I'll take pictures along the way to throw in there, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the finished product, or finished product when I get done with dividing it up. So that's what we're going to do there. But before we go, You didn't think that I would not have an unboxing for you, did you? Come on, you know me better than this. You absolutely have to know me better than this because, yes, we have an unboxing. It's not a big box, it's just one plant, but it's one that I've been wanting and I'm excited to get. It's another plant from Ecuagenera. Since they haven't failed me yet, we've been doing good with the Ecuagenera plants, and as you saw in the intro, some of the plants that we've gotten before that are all potted up and thriving downstairs in the IKEA greenhouse. My orchid IKEA greenhouse. I have an orchid IKEA greenhouse, and then I have an aeroid IKEA greenhouse downstairs. So they're thriving and they're doing good, and everybody's growing and happy. This is another aeroid. It's an anthurium, and the first time that I tried to get this, they sold out. So when I saw that they got it back in stock, I was like, you know what? The price is right. I want to get this before it sells out again, so we can get it added to the collection. And yeah, it's another neat anthurium. I love the texture, the velvety leaves on the anthuriums and the heart shapes. This is kind of like a oval shaped plant. It has veining, white veining throughout the leaves, or it should. We'll see what this one looks like. And it should have white veining throughout the leaves. And it's in a bag again. Cool. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? The bag's coming off. The bag was open at the bottom. So that's how we're gonna do this. There we go. Trying to do this without ripping any of the leaves. Seemed to be a little bit of a challenge, but we're making do. Got some good leaves on here. Only one that's looking a little bit beat up. I'm not quite sure if that's the older one or the newer one. But just so, where are we at? Here's the tag. This is anthurium. Is this in focus? I can't even tell. My hand's in the way. Can't see what I'm doing. Anthurium Forgetii white stripes. What are we doing? Come into focus. There we go. There it is. Anthurium Forgetii white stripes. Cute little aeroid. Now I will be potting this up in the bonsai soil mix that I got a couple of weeks ago. So if you've been following along, you're familiar with that. But here is my Forgetii white stripes. Kind of looks like the crystallinum that I got a couple of weeks ago. This one, the leaves aren't as heart-shaped, and crystallinum's veining is a lot, the veins are a lot wider, but still has, and I don't think you can see it on the video, but the veins they look like crystals. It looks like little crystals inside of the veins. This one looks like it might be the oldest leaf, but there's a little damage on it, so we're gonna have to watch that. This one is a little confused. It should be like that, but it's up like that. But I think if we work it enough, it'll come down and relax. But it's wrapped in sphagnum moss again. Looks like a little root trying to come out. He's trying to escape. He's trying to get away. But you can see some roots inside the bag there. So from what I can see, the roots look pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. There's some little baby leaves. These are some of the older leaves, little baby ones. They're so tiny and cute. Look at them. They're so tiny. I like the little tiny cute leaves. That's adorable. So So there's no new growth yet, but I would imagine it will come soon. And yeah, judging by the growth pattern, this is the most recent leaf. So we might lose this one. We'll see. I don't know how old it is, but it doesn't look too good. But the plant will bounce back. That I'm not at all worried about. That's the one thing that I've learned about just plants in general. I've noticed it in my orchids. I've noticed it in the tropical plants that they have, that I have rather. They strive to stay alive. They could be in the worst condition and they can just bounce back. Actually, one of the orchids that I got from Ecuagenera, one of the first orchids that I got, one of the growths that had 2 growth points on it, one of them had rotted and it stopped growing. It was on one side of this pseudobulb. Last week, I just noticed on the other side of the pseudobulb, a new growth is growing to replace the one that died off. So I'm extremely excited to see that and just how much they want to live. They want to live and make me happy. That's what they do. And another plant that I didn't expect to show you today, but I'm going to show you anyway. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. It's just right here on the other side of the camera. Here it is. I'll get it. I've got it. See, I'm not that far. I didn't go too far. So this is a plant that was given to me by my friend Chrissy, she runs the Philadelphia IKEA, or well, it started out as an IKEA cabinet page, but I think she's changed it to just indoor plants in general, or it might even be some outdoor plants. Who knows? Just plants. We all talk about plants. We're all crazy planty people. So I'm not the only crazy one. I'm not the only crazy one. I'm the only one that you're watching here, but there's some crazy plant people. There's some people that are crazier than I am. So that helps me feel good because I know how crazy I am. But somebody contacted her about this plant. It's an orchid. It's a Vanda. They were not having luck with the Vanda. Vandas can be tough. Vandas can be very picky. Vandas need the right amount of light, the right amount of water, the right amount of humidity to grow and thrive. I used to have lots of Vandas when I lived at home, when I lived in Pottstown. In my dining room, I had a whole little setup, done up with probably 50 to 70 Vandas. They were really cool. I miss them all. But this one, the lady that Chrissy got her from didn't like her attitude. The plant didn't like the plant's attitude, and I can understand that. I can get that. I totally can get that because Vandas, like I said, can be a little tough. So she had, you can see little bruising or just some miscolored leaves going on. She was kind of leaning to the side, so I repotted her so she's straight up and down and, looking like a Vanda. And if you can see right there, Chrissy, if you're watching, and I don't know who you got this from, so hopefully they're watching too, but this is a new leaf. There's a new leaf coming. So she's happy and doing well right now. So we'll see what happens. If she blooms, that'll be even perfect. That'll be even better. If she doesn't, she's a nice welcome addition to the planty family here in this crazy plant life that I have going on. So I'm going to put her back. I'll be back. See, I'm right here. You can still hear me. You probably see my shoulder. Can you see my shoulder? Yeah, you can see my shoulder. Hi. All right, so I'm going to pause for the cause. We're going to do this repot and divide and repot this orchid. Then I'm going to come back. And actually, I have to repot Miss Forgetii too. Don't want to forget her. Pot Forgetii, divide and repot the orchid. I'll throw in some pictures along the way, and then we'll come back when everything's all divided up, and so you can see everything. All right, hang tight. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. What they do on the dating game in 2 and 2? It's going to be more than 2 and 2, but actually, in the video land, it's going to be a whole lot less than 2 and 2. But see you in 2 and 2. I'll be back. All right, welcome back. Well, that was fun. That was an adventure. One big obnoxious plant turned into 4 definitely, possibly 3 smaller obnoxious plants. We'll see how they do. The 3 that are not in the terracotta pots, they're the older bulbs, pretty much the mother plant, basically. The original bulbs. So I don't know if after dividing them, if they'll decide to shoot out new growth. So I've decided to just keep them, potted up and see what happens. Since this is my first time doing that, I don't know. If there's anybody watching that has a little more orchid experience and dividing orchid experience, let me know. Either shoot me a message, put it in the comments. Let me know if the old pseudobulbs will most likely shoot out a new growth. Because if so, then great. And I may end up selling them because I don't really need 7 Sharry babies. I probably don't really need 4 either. So we'll see what I'm going to do with them. I can't wait to see the other 4 grow. Those 4 each have new growths, new pseudobulbs. Growing. They're all at different stages, but each of the 4 that are in the terracotta pots do have new growth coming. So I'm excited to watch them continue to grow. I feel like I say that all the time because I am. I'm excited to watch all of my plants grow. Soon, you're not even going to be able to see me because it's just going to be overrun with plants and there's going to be leaves and we'll have to change the name to My Crazy Jungle. But yeah, that's what we did. We repotted, or we divided and potted up my Sharry baby, my Oncidium Sharry baby, and my Anthurium Forgetii is downstairs soaking in some water, just getting a little drink, a little hydration. I'm gonna pot her up in the. I have another self-watering pot that I'm using the bonsai mix in. Same with, it's this exact same pot as the one that I put the crystallinum in, including the color. It is purple. You know this. You already know this. So don't act surprised. Stop acting surprised. You already know this. So I'm going to pot that up and let her get some rest overnight. She's going to just chill out downstairs in the kitchen and do her thing and, get a little acclimated to the surroundings here. And that's what we have for today. I thank you for stopping by again. I'm so happy you're here. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to be seen as well. That's the important part. Glad to be seen. So yes, again, thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, again, my name is Don. If you're not new here, guess what? My name is still Don, and this is My Crazy Plant Life, and you have decided to come along on this journey with me, and I totally appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe. Is it over here? I think it's over here. It might be over here. Or it could be over here. I don't know. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked. And we'll see you next week. I think I have an idea what we're going to do next week. Actually, I do know what we're going to do next week. So we'll talk about it next week. And you know what? It really shouldn't be a surprise. When you see what we're talking about, it really should not be a surprise. But yeah, we'll dive one in next week. Thanks again for stopping by. Like it, subscribe, leave a comment, tell a friend. Yes, tell a friend. That's a good one. Tell a friend, because you know that's how we grow. You tell your friends, I'll tell my friends, and then because you're all my friends, so I'm already telling you. So yeah, you tell your friends, the ones that I don't know. All right, I'm rambling, and this video is long enough, so we're gonna cut this off now. And again, say goodnight to Polar Frost, and we have the divided Unsidium, Unsidium Sharry baby, divided Unsidium Sharry baby. Can't wait until she blooms and gives me my nice chocolate flowers. They're so cute, such cute little flowers. And my Forgetii, Anthurium Forgetii. So thanks again, and we will see you next week. Bye.